right tone. It's either is it because when you're in debate and you've got a bit of table in front of you, you know. You
what episode is it now?
No,
9.
9 is it?
Is it?
Yeah.
Was it 8?
Yeah.
Well, welcome everybody. Good evening, afternoon, morning, whatever time you're listening to this. Welcome to Popcornography episode 9. 9's a special episode because it's the 9th one. And because of that, we've got no special guests because we don't need them. We're missing one, aren't we? We're missing the guru.
He's the guru. Yeah. He's the expert.
Simon's not here, so
Mr. Lambert.
I'm sure you'll be listening. So hello, Simon.
Yes, we're going to miss your facts today.
You're missing out on takeaway.
I didn't miss him last time. Bloody hell.
There's a lot of them.
Yes,
bless him. Yeah.
I thought it was quite educational. I thought it was quite good.
Dean was missing from the last one, and he missed Simon's. He did a bit of homework, didn't he?
Who, Simon?
He had like
four
bits. He had the Bible worth of.
He didn't know.
Film facts and stuff.
I think I heard him shuffling the paper in the background. He had that many sheets of paper.
He had a full ream of paper.
Jesus
full
Christ.
Names, back stories of each character.
The recycling plant would have had a field day with him, wouldn't it? Honestly. And it was written down on, what was it, Devon Constabulary paper or something like that.
Really important legal documentation. Yeah.
He's defacing it with film.
People's lives are on that bit of paper.
Yeah, Alex.
Oh no, bless him. He watches a lot of
films. He does, doesn't he?
It's a shame he missed.
John banging the table for the first time.
Yeah, we want John not to bang the table because he
when?
likes...
Just then.
Just then, yeah. What we'll do is we'll get listeners to write in about who are like annoyed by it, and then one special episode we'll have them come round, can't we, all and line up, and each one of them just slap him and like.
I didn't realise I'd done it.
You do it all the time.
I'm just glad to make this podcast. Only my second one. It was my first one last time, and I got picked on because I mentioned monkey.
Do you like doing it?
No monkey this time.
Do you like doing it?
Yeah, it's fun.
It's nice. Just sit back, chill out, talk about what we love.
I've watched quite a few this time round.
Well,
I have.
We'll go around.
Impressed with myself.
Just to let everyone know, our chosen movie this week was Interstellar, and we've all watched that. Well, the rule is we all watched that. Graeme.
I've watched it.
Have you?
Yeah, I watched it. Yeah, I caught it this afternoon.
You caught it. The 2 and 3 hour long film.
Yeah. No, I had a spare 10 minutes, so I just like.
I must admit, with not watching that many films, I didn't realise how long it was. I put it on and then I looked at my watch and whoa, that was.
We'll get on to it. I'm looking forward to hearing what you thought of it. Actually,
I'm excited. I'm excited because I don't normally watch that many films, so I made a special effort this time.
You're a great person to have on a film podcast.
You were taking the mic last time. What have you watched recently, Dean? Nothing.
What was it? You'd watched like some film from 2013 or something, I think, hadn't you?
I watched Godzilla. That's the only film I saw on that podcast, I think. We went through a list of different films: American Sniper, Godzilla, and there's a few others on that podcast. Yeah, so I've seen Godzilla.
Okay, then we'll go around. What have you watched, John? What have you been up to?
I've watched Two Guns. With Denzel Washington and Mark Wahlberg. Really good film, funny.
It's class, isn't it?
Yeah.
I need to watch that again because when was it come out?
I can't remember.
Year.
Was it last year? Was it?
Yeah,
was it ages ago. But
not a recent film. But I saw a clip of it on another film before, and I got round to looking at some of the films anyway that popped up, and I thought I'll give it a try, and I'm really glad I did. Really good partnership between them two acting. Denzel, I mean, one of the best actors Hollywood's ever produced, and Mark Wahlberg, he's just really fantastic in my eyes.
He's my favourite.
You do like Mark Wahlberg, don't you?
Big bloke as well.
Episode.
Big bugger as well. Watched Two Guns, watched Expendables 3, I know that's been out ages, but just getting around to watching that. It was alright. Your typical one of the mill of kick-ass bullets, things blowing up. And
I said that, you know what to expect, don't you? If you go in knowing what to expect, it's not all that bad. But if it's a little bit thin on plot and a bit daft.
I mean, you had a few golden oldies thrown in there. Mel Gibson, Wesley Snipes. They made a. I mean, Wesley Snipes. I mean, he wasn't that fantastic of an actor in it. Mel Gibson, I enjoyed watching. And then the other.
Well, he's on your action hero one last podcast as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Was Mel Gibson in it?
No.
Oh no,
he didn't make
Wesley Snipes was one.
the initial cut.
Um,
I just want to say about that, I think I was wrong. I was fighting for Wesley Snipes at the end.
Oh, I'd definitely Statham.
I think he won anyway, didn't he? But
proper kick ass.
yeah, Wesley. I don't know what I was thinking. I was just drunk.
Poor Mel before he went crazy. I mean, we forgot about him.
Yeah.
And then The Equalizer. Watch that.
Mm-hmm.
You finally watched that?
Yeah, another
Good
Denzel
one.
Washington. Good film.
I'd put that on your to watch list, Dean. It is really good.
Good
I tell you what,
film.
because you don't watch that many, we'll tell you what to watch, and then you'll love every film. Guarantee you it.
I enjoy films. For some reason, I just don't get round to watching that many. But yeah, if I find out what you guys are watching, I usually try and
Right,
stay
your
on
little
track.
list. So far this year, Equalizer, John Wick. What was it? What else? What did I watch the other day? I'll get on to mine in a bit. I've got to try and remind myself.
And then watched that Interstellar. And that's about it, really. So, I mean, apart from The Expendables, all real good watches. Two Guns I would definitely recommend. Equalizer, 100% recommend. Expendables 3, if you know what you're going to get with Expendables 3, so I mean it just more or less carries on from the other two. Bullets, things blown up, kick ass, all that sort of jazz. And Interstellar, yes, I would recommend, but I think we're going to get onto that a bit later, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
Yes, so I'll keep hush about that a bit. So that's me.
To remind myself of what I've watched, I've got like an app that has all my films on, and I can see what I've watched in the last 2 weeks, because it all starts to blur a bit, doesn't it? And it's mine's synchronising, and it's going to take a while. So anyway, Dean, other than Interstellar, have you actually watched anything else?
No.
Right, next. I'd ask Graeme, but he's just buggered off to get his app.
Yeah, but and we're going to talk about it in a moment. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I watched it today, so it's really fresh in my memory, and I'm looking forward to chatting about it.
I saw it at the cinema, where I think, again, we're going on to it early, but it's one film that I think is perfect for cinema. Do you know what I mean? Like, isn't it? Some of them shots are just like, wow. And I think when you've got a big screen and full surround sound, and that's where it comes to life. But yeah, again, we'll get onto that. I'll tell you what then. Let's have a look. What have I think it's synced actually. I thought that was going to take ages. I watched Rocky, the first Rocky for the first time.
Oh, what?
Only took me. How long's that been out, Rocky?
30 years maybe.
Probably.
I watched that on VHS.
Jesus, honestly.
Yeah.
Beat him
I
out.
watched because I've decided, right, I'm going to go through and watch the classic films that I should have watched now. And I mean, if I said I'm a media student and say I've never watched The Godfathers or the Rocky films,
should do
I would get shot.
Just do the IMDb.
Top lot. We said that last time, I think,
That's
didn't
what
we?
I'll start doing.
Yeah. Well, Godfather's number one in it or
Yeah,
something, I think.
yeah,
Is it?
something like that.
So, yeah, I need to watch them.
You definitely watch
I
them.
own them. I just...
I know a lot of the older films. Oh, actually, I tell a lie. Actually, I was going to watch Chappie, but then it was so bad, the reviews and everything, and I saw a few clips of it, and I thought, oh, I can't be bothered to watch
I haven't
that.
seen it yet, but I've also, if you go on, you've got the critical reviews, but then you can go on to like user reviews, just your general public ones, and a lot of people are like saying it's good. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna hold. I want to see it. I really do. I want to see it.
What I saw in the clips was this weird, it seemed like some strange budget acting, and then there was these little bunny ears that were popping up and down on the robot, and I just thought, I don't know.
Yeah. I'll watch it.
It's
when
going
it
to
comes
be
out
Cruel Humans
on Blu-ray.
picking on Poor Robot or something like that that I've seen before, and I couldn't be bothered.
Now, this is where I got confused. I forget if I've seen it over the last 2 weeks. In the Imitation Game. I don't think I had seen this. Had I ever told you about it?
No.
Yeah, I've seen this big time. I've raved about it in the last one.
I think you did. I think that's what maybe made me watch it. With Benedict Cumberbatch. I really enjoyed it. It's good,
It's
isn't
an
it?
amazing, really good film, isn't it?
Yeah. Some really good acting, and Sometimes with them films, they can kind of get a little bit drag out a bit and stuff. But no, I was hooked right the way through it. What else have I seen? Oh, I watched the first Transporter.
You've watched the first Transporter?
Couldn't remember if I'd seen it before, and I was just fancied like something a bit light-hearted. You know what I mean?
Light-hearted Transporter.
Yeah, well, it is, isn't it? It's something not. You don't have to like. There's no brain power needed. So I was like, I'll just stick that on. I think I had seen it before, but couldn't really. I vaguely remember, the bit where the house gets blown up.
Yeah.
I think I'd seen that bit before. But I definitely haven't seen the second and third one, I don't think. So I'm going to watch them. And I'm sure I've watched more than that. Pretty sure I have, but I can't remember.
I had a chance to watch that Loft. Was it there yourself? Or was it Simon? Was it? I might give that a watch next time on, because he was raving that was a real good watch as well, so I might give that a watch next time. But yeah, I had a chance to watch that. I can't remember what it was about, to be honest. I can't remember what his review was.
Yeah.
To watch that, we should do that actually. We should come up with some recommendations of older films. You mentioned older films before.
There's a few I've got
Older
queued up
films,
to watch.
yeah.
Like I want to watch The Drop.
No, watch some older films.
I want to watch The Guest.
The Drop, that's another one that I had.
The Drop's good.
Was that you?
Yeah. Yeah, The Drop's good.
I think I rewatched a couple of films.
I tell you that Jump
Honestly,
Street.
I can't remember.
Have you ever seen them two Jump Streets?
Yeah.
I haven't seen the new one.
22 Jump Street. It's alright. It's very samey.
They're not too bad.
There's a couple of good, funny jokes in, but nothing makes you piss yourself with laughter.
Bit of a weird sort of partnership between them two, I thought. But I mean, like you say, there is some good and bad scenes. But I mean, they are watchable. It's not exactly like, I don't know, you were turned off halfway through. They are watchable.
Oh no.
So.
But yeah, I don't think. I think that's it. I'm pretty sure I probably have watched a couple of others. I just can't even remember.
What have you watched, Graeme?
I've had a few. I've watched that Let's Kill Ward's Wife that Simon mentioned in the last one.
Oh yeah, what do you think? He raved about it.
Yeah, I didn't.
No.
It was funny. It was funny. Don't get me wrong, but it wasn't what he made out. It was okay. I've also watched John Doe Vigilante. About a masked man who goes around killing seamlessly random people, but turns out there's a pattern to it. Quite good. Watch Wildcard, Jason Statham's new one.
Oh yeah.
My God.
Yeah?
Yes.
Right,
yes,
cool.
Yes. Watch. Amazing. Yes.
Is it just like like normal run-of-the-mill kick-ass sort of character?
Right, so you got Equalizer and John Wick are probably the best for me in action so far. Where would that come in them?
In terms of action, nowhere near.
Better or worse?
No, it's underneath it.
Oh, underneath them. Okay.
Underneath it. It's more about his character.
I see. Okay.
Whereas before it's just.
I just expect with Jason, like it's going to be just.
Well, that's what I expected, but no.
So you took like more of a sensible sort of role, like more of a.
He plays a main character who has a massive love for blackjack. Hence the wild card. And it focuses on his story and his ability to what he thinks read cards and play the system, and he's very clever, and it's a really clever film, really good film. So I watched that.
Who else is in that? Sorry. Apart from Jason.
Honestly couldn't tell you. Give me 2 seconds. Michael Angerand, Anna Helge, Sophia Vergara, Jason Alexander, Hope Davis, Stanley Tucci.
Never heard of him.
No. If you're expecting Jason Statham's normal stuff, you're not going to get it to that level, but good. The Cobbler with Adam Sandler.
You've watched that?
Yes.
Well, I was gonna after this. I'm gonna touch on the news.
Okay.
Have you heard about it?
No.
I tweeted it. Right. Okay. You give us your review of the film. I'd like to know what you think of that.
I liked it. It wasn't your massively funny Adam Sandler typical stuff. But I liked it, and it was it was interesting. It was kind of, the character was a good character for me. It took a while to get going, but yeah, it was good. It was good. I enjoyed it. You could kind of tell how the ending was going to be about halfway through, but it didn't make me turn
It's
up.
hard, right? Well, that's it. Like films that do that, it is hard to keep interested if you kind of know what's going to happen, unless you really kind of care for it's a film that you think there could be a twist, but sometimes you just know, don't you? And it's like it's hard to stay invested in it.
Yes, there is. We have also watched Focus. Will Smith.
I want to see that. I really want to see that.
Any good?
Yes. yes.
It's got Margaret. What's her face in it? And she. Oh my god, she's amazing.
Margot Robbie.
That's
Robbie.
Yeah, she didn't really suit Margaret.
Is that the last who was on Top Gear with him?
Yes. How good was that episode of Top Gear?
Really good.
It was so funny. She beat him, didn't she?
I think by literally milliseconds, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, just to go back to the cobbler, right? One of the news from this week was that that film cost an estimated 10 million to make. First weekend in America,
20,000.
20 grand.
Yeah.
Never in God's world. Is
Bombed
that
to
what you talking
hell.
about yesterday?
Yeah, I mentioned it yesterday.
Right.
Absolutely bombed. It's not out in Britain yet, but I can't see it making its money back.
No.
And apart, like the last film he made, which I forget, that didn't do very well as well. But on to the next news, there's a new trailer this week for Pixels.
Yeah, I watched that.
Yeah,
The trailer for Pixels.
have you seen it, John?
I haven't seen it, no.
Computer characters take over the world. We send off the idea of the plot is I think they sent off a spaceship. And we had like a CD to show, showing them what our entertainment was like at the time. It was Pac-Man and Donkey Kong and stuff. Yeah. So the aliens used that as an image when they attack us. Yeah. It sounds ridiculous, but it actually looks quite good.
It's got thing out of Game of Thrones in it. Tyrion Lannister.
Yeah, it has. Yeah, the little you wouldn't know because you don't watch Game of Thrones.
It sounds fun though. It sounds different.
I know. I've got to watch it.
Such a good little funny film.
It really does look good. I'll show you after the podcast, John. Should have shown you before. But that I can't see that flopping. I think that'll do well. It's just got it's got the commercial more than Cobbler. Do you know what I mean?
It's going to be like a Wreck-It Ralph for adults.
Yeah.
See, Cobbler, that's a career-ending sort of film, isn't it? 20 grand first weekend.
Well, I don't know.
That's ridiculous.
People aren't going to forget who Adam Sadler is, are they?
I can see why people didn't go to it, but
it's a film that I'd watch if it was on telly and stuff. I wouldn't really go out my way. I do quite fancy seeing it.
Yeah, and it came up on my
I'm not going to go
on my app, and I was like, I can watch this.
What app is it? I'm going to forget this app.
We'll discuss this. You've got this app?
Have I?
Yes. It's a box that shows you things.
We had a poster for the new Bond film. It's a teaser poster. Right, I was getting proper annoyed on Twitter though, right? I am sick of teaser trailers. It's like about 15 seconds long and it's like, trailer coming Thursday. And it's like, why do we need that? Just show a trailer. We don't need a teaser trailer. Anyway.
He signed up for quite a few more, hasn't he? That Daniel Craig.
I don't know, has he? I don't think he has.
I
thought there was rumours of a black fella taking over.
Was it? I don't know. I thought he'd signed up for.
He might have done. I might have completely missed that. I shouldn't have done. Other news: Run All Night's come out at the cinema.
That looks really good.
Apparently, the better Taken, isn't it? It just looks like Taken 4, but that did all right. It took 11 million.
Just on Taken, have you seen they're going to keep? That's it. The franchise is done now. No more Liam. No more Taken, John.
Yeah, I sent you that on Facebook.
Devastated.
Was he in your action hero list?
He was,
He was, yeah.
Was Matt Damon?
Yeah.
Right, Dean, no, shush. I was devastated the first time round.
I did, but I still missed little bits of it. Not all of it.
Oh, I can't bring it. This will take 3 hours if I bring it up.
It did take you 3 hours. It was a long ass podcast, that last one. But Cinderella won the box office. That brought in 67 million in America alone.
Well, they were showing the Frozen shot at the end of that, weren't they? Or the beginning of that.
That'll have helped.
That would have helped it.
Yeah.
Cracking publicity by
what else did we got? We got
Disney there.
Oh, and they've announced a new Frozen 2 now.
Have they?
Officially, if announced, which we all knew was going to come
Yeah.
because it's a license to print money. Why not?
Yeah.
They're not going to not bring out a new Frozen.
It's
are they?
literally free money for them, isn't it?
They're making a new live-action Beauty and the Beast.
With Emma Watson as Belle.
Emma Watson
I'm
as Belle.
taking the kids to see that. But they're like
no.
Beauty and the Beast.
as a fatherly thing to do, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it.
No other reasons to it. Some new posters for for Avengers: Age of Ultron. We've had one for every character in it. It's getting a bit ridiculous.
Yeah.
It was, but I saw the TV spot as well and the new trailer. It's getting ridiculous, but I'm so sold.
I'm going to go and see it. I know these trailers are just for a laugh, aren't they? I know they're going to make gazillions of, so... Deadpool started filming apparently as well, which you don't know who he is, do you? He's like the funny Marvel character. I think that'll be brilliant.
Yeah.
If they do it right, it has to be adulty though, because he is like proper crude, and you know what I mean. And if they make it like a PG,
No, I think they could get away with that. I think they can get away with like the Freudian jokes in there.
What else did we have? What else did we have this week? I think that's we've got Dumbo returning to the big screen. It's a live action as well. Disney are just pumping out.
They've
just gone through the collection, haven't they? And just gone right. We'll make Cinderella then. We'll make
I'd
this
love
then.
to see how they're going to make a real elephant fly.
It's true. That is actually true. Yeah.
Live action. Show me that elephant flying. I will pay you £10 to go see it.
Look at that.
Jesus.
This doesn't work well for a podcast, but there's a model of the Hulkbuster Iron Man, like full size one. It looks awesome.
Oh yeah.
I saw
That's mental.
Predator one as well. That looks smart. You could buy it for 21 grand.
Okay, I'm got nowhere to put it in my house.
And I think everything else was out before the last one, but we didn't touch on trailers last time. We sat and watched them all before the podcast, but we didn't actually talk about them.
Right.
There's no way we could have fitted them in.
What a waste.
Did we watch the San Andreas? No.
Yeah, San Andreas
yeah.
we watched, yeah.
Looks pretty good, doesn't it? Tomorrowland?
Yes, we watched that. Because I thought that was Tomorrowland Festival, and I was like, oh, this is pretty exciting, and was let down when it wasn't.
Yeah. Tomorrowland looks alright, I think.
That looks really good, that No Escape as well.
No Escape,
Yeah,
yeah.
we watched that, didn't we?
Yeah.
Owen Wilson, yeah, and his family.
Yeah, they look pretty good. There's, as we're speaking now, a trailer's just come out for something else as well. Let me just find out what it was. Now you get that uploaded. Give me 2 seconds. Talk among yourselves.
I mean, like you say, with that Expendables 3, I mean, I know I'm backtracking a bit, but
Yeah,
you like Harrison Ford, he's looking old now, like, isn't he? Harrison Ford. Jesus
You've
Christ.
got a thing for old men, haven't you, John?
Yeah.
Everyone's starting to look old to you though, John, because you've been around a while. They're aging with you.
Takes one to know one, doesn't it? John remembers going to school with Harrison Ford. Dad. John used to take Harrison Ford to school.
Yeah. If it's not Beethoven, the music's rubbish as well, isn't it? Not what it used to be. It was Mission Impossible, by the way, a new trailer. First trailer for the new Mission Impossible.
Not interested.
No?
No.
You didn't like? Have we watched the last one, the Mission Protocol thing?
Ghost
third one?
Protocol
That's
or
the fella,
something.
yeah.
Is that the fourth one now?
That was the 4th one, yeah, I think so. Yeah. No? Not
No.
interested?
No, not interested one bit.
I thought Ghost
Done that
Protocol was
today.
alright, Ghost Protocol, wasn't it?
It's the same stuff, though, isn't it? It's just like, it's. I mean, the first two were not so bad.
Well, you could argue that with Bond. Like, they're all pretty much the same thing. But you love them, don't you?
Yeah, but the only thing is with Bond, though, I mean, from the likes of when Sean Connery and, who do you call it, what's his name, man? I forget his name.
Who?
Roger Moore.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, like back then, it was just, but like now, like times have moved on. Like with recent Bond, it's, I don't know, just a lot more excitement in it.
Yeah.
Bond before was like cars flipping over and like trying to get the ladies. I mean, it's now it's like that now, but I don't know. There's a lot more technology on it.
Bond's a British institution, isn't it? It's like no matter who you talk to, whether you talk to your parents, your grandparents, they've all watched Bond. It's like the Great Escape.
I like the Lotus character
It's
change. from a
America's
submarine, that's brilliant.
Bond, isn't it? It's America's Bond film. Yeah.
Well, let them keep it over there.
I thought the last one.
I'll have that on
I'll be honest with
record.
you.
Mission Impossible can stay in America.
Oh, and I don't know if we touched on it last time. The Ghostbusters female cast.
Yes.
They're now looking to make a male version as well, which all seems a bit daft.
What?
They're making a male version. They have, I think Chris Pratt was up for it, going for it.
So is that a complete back out
think it
then? Because
was.
there's so much backlash about an all
Oh, that
female
Hemsworth fella,
Oh yeah.
Chris
Chris
Hemsworth.
Hemsworth.
Why don't they just get the
I might be
original
wrong.
cast back together and just do it that way, like they do with Star Wars?
No,
Just get the
I don't
original
think
cast
they'll
back
do it.
together. I know they're old and wrinkly, but
One of them's dead though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an
We'll get
issue.
somebody
That
quite,
John.
is it?
He could be the ghost, couldn't he?
Which one's dead? Oh, is it Igor?
Yeah.
Igor
Yeah.
Spengler. Oh, yeah. Oh, I forgot about him dying. Oh, God rest his soul.
Could just CGI, couldn't they? CGI in
Yeah.
there.
Well,
They've done
yeah.
that with Arnie.
Furious 7, which is out soon, haven't they? With your, you love them, don't you? The Fast and the
Oh,
Furious.
I love them, yeah.
Oh, the nonsense now. They've gone too far.
Cars driving, cars flipped.
I actually liked them when they were about street racing, when it was down like about the street and stuff like that. I the first two or the third one started getting me rubby.
Yeah, two.
But then when they start working for the police and doing all that nonsense, it goes.
Yeah,
But something different, though,
I'll
isn't it?
probably
They-
watch
they-
1 and 2 and that's it.
It's still it's like different storylines, isn't it? You know, it keeps it all like interesting and exciting. So I found it better when The Rock came into it. It's when The Rock came into it, it was something different then, and you know, it's. I mean, sadly, Paul Walker is now up in heaven, but you know, it's still a good watch.
Rock hasn't done that bad. He's kind of hard to take seriously because of what Hogan went through when he made all of his films, like wrestler turned actor. But he's doing all right.
Yeah, I think
made
he's
a
the new
fortune.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. I think he'll carry on making films now until he's past the point he should have maybe retired like Arnie has.
I mean, how old is he? The Rock.
Getting on now.
The Rock, he's not that
He will
old.
be.
He's over 40, isn't he? Oh, he's 40.
Real name Dwayne, isn't it?
I
Dwayne
tell you what, when
Dwayne
I'm
Johnson.
40, if I look like that,
Yeah, but I mean, what he just basically goes to the gym every day.
so do you.
Not every day.
On a light note, we do have the first of our competitions tonight.
Oh yeah.
We do. The prize will be getting delivered to my house tomorrow, ready to be dispatched out to the winner next week. Once we win.
So you're going to announce what the prize is, isn't
No.
Can we enter?
You can enter.
So we can play it. Oh. Have you got a question? And what?
I have.
We
We will do it towards the end.
Okay, well I'll tell you what, I'll do my quiz thing now.
It was Wednesday morning. We were in the volley playing pool, that much is true. But Begbie is playing absolutely fucking gash. He's got a hangover so bad he can hardly hold the fucking cue, never mind pot a ball. I'm doing my best to lose, trying to humour him like, but it's not doing any good. Every time I touch a ball, I seem to pot something. Every time Begbie goes near the table, he fucks it up. So, he's got the hump, right? But finally, I managed to set it up so all he has to do is to pot the black to win one game to salvage a little bit of pride and maybe not kick my head in, right? So, he's on the black. Pressure shot. And it all goes wrong big time. Fuck! He picks on this specky wee gadge at the bar and accuses him of putting him off by looking at him. How could you believe it? The poor wee c*** hasn't even glanced in our direction. Fuck off! He was gonna chin my dick.
I'll block up the front and leave
Then I thought he was gonna do me. The beggar's fucking psycho, man.
Lock it out again now.
He's a mate, so what can you do?
Can I borrow this?
Any ideas what that film was, John?
Sound like train spotting to me.
Did it sound like Train Spotting?
It did, yeah.
Do you agree, Dean?
Have you
ever
seen it,
seen that, Dean?
I have a long time ago once. So,
I thought it was a hell of a film.
God, that was going back to 90s, wasn't it?
I watched it
can't-
again not that long ago. It is a good film.
It is. Robert
And
Carlyle, isn't it? as
It's
well?
very drug based,
Yeah.
but it's actually quite negative against drugs, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like that baby scene. Oh my god, freaky is that when it's climbing across the roof, and even though you can conflict, it's 100% a fake baby. But even watching it now, it's still like, what is going on? But yeah, it was Train Spotting. So we'll play another sound file from another film now, and next week If you know what it is, comment. And I ain't got any prizes actually. Graham's making me look bad.
Yeah.
We'll give you a pat on the back and we'll shout out your name and that. So yeah, what's this?
Jordan, this is my friend Naomi. Hi.
Naomi.
Nice to meet you.
Naomi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. We've got an awesome place here. I don't think I've ever been in a house this big before.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's a beautiful beach out there. Take you
Blair,
for a ride.
Hollingsworth.
Hi, Blair. Nice to meet you. Name's Blair, right?
Yeah.
You like to jet ski?
I've never done it before.
You've never jet skied in your life?
No, I've never jet skied.
Never been on a jet ski?
No, I haven't.
How many times are you gonna ask her? She's never been on a jet ski.
I don't know. I might ask her a couple more times. Might
Okay.
want to take a jet ski, you know?
Sure.
Hi, I'm Hildy. Nice to meet
Hi.
you. Jordan, Teresa need your help.
Yeah, I'll be on a couple minutes. Just tell her I'll be on a couple minutes.
Why don't you tell your wife that?
I might do that, but I'm having a conversation.
What, am I
right
You know what?
secretary?
No,
I
you're not my
think we
secretary.
should
Let me
get
finish
going.
my Wait, where are you guys going?
We gotta go. We got 2 other parties we're
Oh, no.
supposed to get
We
to.
can
No,
stay
no,
for
no.
a drink.
Yeah, stay for a drink.
No,
Like
man, we got
champagne?
2 other parties we're supposed to get to,
Well, we
so.
can stay for a drink.
Why don't you let her stay for a little
Parties
bit?
are supposed to
Let her
get
stay for a little bit. What's the big deal? You like champagne?
Right here.
Wait, let me-
Johnny, what the fuck are you doing? You
Yeah. So what is that? What's that, John?
I think John should know this. I think it's one of John's favourite films.
Come on, John. It's easy. I went easy this week.
It is one of your favourite films, John.
What's gone on? What's just gone on there?
That sound clip we just listened to.
Yeah, the one that I've just
James
played.
Bond?
No, the new one.
The new one.
The new one he's just played.
The one I've just played there.
What are you talking about? The new one that you just played? You got
Right, what is he? What we're doing is pretending that he's played the movie clip and we played it at the time. And obviously he's going to edit
Yeah,
it.
we're just messing with you. I'll add it later.
Okay.
Graeme, last night we played FIFA. Now, FIFA's a game John plays a lot of.
Every day.
I've never played FIFA 15 in my life.
You beat John.
Well, he was winning me, and then I brought it back 1-1,
Winning
and then I won on penalties. So
I scored when I was
Bish,
winning
bash,
all the way through. He scores on the 90th minute.
89.
Because FIFA,
89.
I'm sure, makes the game slightly easier for the person who's losing.
Yeah, it does.
Like the CPU gets a little bit.
It does if
lenient,
you if you've got the settings on.
Well, I've noticed that in the past. If you ever score,
Why don't you stop talking now?
no, it does.
It doesn't. It doesn't.
It does.
I've
doesn't.
always felt, and I'm never 100% in control when I'm playing FIFA. The players and things, I don't know. It just feels a little bit off, like it's some kind of lag. With
There's
the
always
players and
there's always a
control.
little bit of assistance, but I think it has to have that because you're controlling like 10. Hang on, how many men?
11.
Round ball.
I'm a huge football fan, and like nearly beat you. It came down to penalties. Oh, and I'd like to point out that he only told us what the controls were for the penalties after I had missed and he had took a shot.
I thought you knew.
And scored.
That's
No,
I thought you
I never played it before.
I thought you knew. I don't know.
That's his normal excuse as well.
And then the takeaway turned up and it started automatically firing shots at the goal. And I'm sure mine were missing and yours were going in.
Hence why I said, I mean, you're only ever 70% in control of that game, right? There's 30% in the background that's just taking it out of your hands.
Yeah. Well, I even said
I
to the
don't know,
takeaway
yeah,
guy,
sure.
"Oh, it's that kind of night, is it?" I said, "Yeah," and you just made me lose. 90 minutes of blood, sweat, and tears, and just thrown away. But there was a nice pizza; it was worth it.
It was a hell of a goal. Hell of a goal.
Hell of a
89
goal! It
minutes.
was a
89
penalty.
minutes.
Oh, that
Bish,
one.
bash, bosh.
Yeah,
That was a good goal, actually. Top
Oh,
right,
shit.
top
Oh,
corner. It was a good
no.
goal. Top corner, straight in.
Oh, we also, and I've just
Yeah,
drank
man.
it. I thought of a new game, didn't I?
Be your face.
Lager than life.
Like in life. I actually like that. That is good.
You set up a pint of lager, and then you shine a light on it, and you go behind it, and you get some weird faces.
Mine. Did you see what my nose looked like? It looked like a.
Yours? You see mine?
It looked like a left arm without
Have
an
you seen
hand.
these, Graeme?
No.
You look like a
How does
manatee.
that-
Manatee. Massive big fat nose.
It's big enough as it is. Doesn't need that.
How does that work?
There's Simon. I'll put these in the video podcast, but I might not. But
That's special.
It's my profile pic. Straight up.
Have you actually done that?
Yeah.
He looks like
I'll tell you what.
No, do you know he looks? You look like the guy out of Up.
Yeah, the old man. What I'll do actually in the blog post for this podcast, I put pictures.
Yeah, who's done
You've
it.
got your face is on my blog from your profile.
That's why no one's
I'll
listening.
put that. Yeah, people see that. And just,
Turn it off.
the uninstalled Firefox.
I was very proud of my picture, that's why I put it straight up.
There's handsome John.
See what I mean about the left arm and the no hand?
Yeah, I do see that. Actually.
Yeah. It's also bigger than your penis.
And then look at that. Look at my nose there.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely manatee. That.
Yeah.
So it's a good little game, and I want it to sweep the nation. I want everyone to be doing
We
it.
can do this in our holiday special podcast, and we can put videos alongside.
I don't think we're going to talk about many films in that podcast.
No, I don't think. I think that's a special one-off edition.
I don't think it'll be in English.
We need to make sure this goes viral, so people are posting pictures of their faces through pint glasses. I can see that taken off. I can honestly see that taken off.
Yeah, it's a good little game. Post your pictures up. No one will do that, but
It's a lot easier than putting an ice bucket over your head.
yeah, it is. And then you get a nice pint at the end of it. We need to do yours. And I've
Yeah.
just drank the only lager we had in this house, I think, haven't I?
I've got one more.
Have you?
Yeah.
Put it in a pint glass, we'll go do Graham's. In fact, we have to, because the blog post needs it.
Oh, that's a shame.
No, he's got a pint. It's fine. We'll do it.
I'll get a glass.
Do it right now if you want. Yeah, crack on.
So we're going to talk about this Interstellar then?
Oh, yeah.
So we'll do the same as we did last time. For those who haven't seen Interstellar yet, but want to watch it, there will be spoilers in this upcoming bit.
Yeah.
So
So you can't tell them a time, because that time's going to change.
Okay.
So just give them 10 minutes or something.
if you come back in exactly 10 minutes'
Oh,
time,
goodness.
we'll have finished.
10 minutes?
10
Right.
minutes.
Yeah, you remember that. Okay,
53,
'cause
10.
I'm not good with that. Right. John, go for it.
Good. Really, really good.
Right, Dean.
Brilliant.
Go on, I'm John.
Great review,
No,
John. Top quality review.
Doesn't matter, turn it off for me. I don't care.
What pint glass do you want, Dave? That one or...
Oh, it needs to be a wobbly one.
Yeah,
It
wobbly
needs to
one
have a
because
weird glass.
It does
Yeah.
weird things to you.
Yeah, I think that might work. It's got writing on it, but
Although size foam was the
that
lighting.
could
you
work
played
as
the
well.
lighting as
Yeah,
well.
like the weird shaped glasses are going to be better, aren't they?
Oh, we haven't
A
used
straight
that one. It's
gla-
complete-
yeah,
we might
straight
get
glass
completely
would-
different images through this
Could be.
one.
Yeah, we need a light shining on it. Sorry, John, carry on.
No, turn off the podcast for me. I'm
This light might be okay.
Crack on, come on, get on with it.
No, I thought it was a really good film. Really good effects.
Yeah, great to tighten your arms. Everyone
Yeah,
hear
yeah.
that.
I was right in my eye. Really good effects. Really good storyline. The only thing I found, I don't know, was a bit weird for me was at one point he was on a farm, then I don't know, 2.5 minutes later he was asked to be piloting a big spaceship to save the world.
Did seem quite ironic that he was
And things
the
happened a
one
bit
that
fast.
they wanted
yeah.
to fly, and then, yeah.
Yeah, things happened a bit fast for me. Like I say, like 1 minute he was on a farm.
A
he
bit
dro-
fast. It's a 3-hour film.
Yeah.
They couldn't have dragged that more out, could they?
No, but I mean, it's just like at one point he was talking to his daughter. Then the next point he was in a car. They were finding out coordinates about on this map or what have you that they found out in the daughter's bedroom binary code or what have you.
Yeah.
So then anyway, found out it was a code.
Which seems a very. You would never have noticed that. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, coordinates to like NASA.
You wouldn't know.
And then the next thing you know, he's being asked to be a pilot on a massive spaceship to save the Earth. But I mean, it was great. I can't I can't take anything away from the film because it was great. Great effects, great storyline, good acting. I like Matthew McConaughey.
There's a few negatives about the acting, but I can't see that at all.
I couldn't see that.
wrote. In fact, I did a review for the blog when I first watched it at the cinema, and I was just raved about it in that. I thought it was absolutely fantastic. I'd done like a night shift. I'd been up for about 24 hours, maybe no, longer than that, 36, 37 hours or something. I was shattered. And I was like, going to the cinema this tired is not a good idea. And it's a 3-hour long film. But the whole way through it, I was like, just like at the edge of my seat. I literally like,
Yeah.
and it's rare that I get that in films. Like, do you know what I mean? Where's he going?
I mean, just imagine that. I mean, finding like a wormhole like that going into a like completely different galaxy.
I liked what they did with that, like the whole time zones. What do you think, Dean?
Mental.
Oh, well, it's, like I said, I watched it today, so it's really, really fresh in my mind, everything about it. And I thought it was a really, really good film, but it's one of these films that's, it's like all the old space operas and stuff. It's going to be parts where it's quicker, parts where it's slower. So it is going to be a long film because they're
Do
trying
you
to
think
tell
there
a
was some
story.
slow bits in it?
There was slow bits because they had that try to go for that emotional sort of connection between humans. It was mainly between Cooper, wasn't it, the astronaut, and his daughter Murphy, and also Brand as well. They brought Brand into it, Dr. Brand, who was that scientist. So they tried to play out this human emotion thing. It got a little bit cheesy when they had that love angle, sort of love can transcend dimensions and love you can find everything through love. That was a bit of a cheesy thing.
Films like to do that, don't they?
Yeah, they love to do that. So, and there were a few, like John mentioned there, a few like raw line moments, like the coordinates. How did they suddenly realise that? And there was the other bit as well, which I found quite good when they found that doctor. I think it was Dr. Man, who was Matt Damon. On the planets.
I didn't even know he was in it until I hadn't looked into it. And he just turned up. I was like,
He
what?
did turn up. I was surprised as well.
Matt Damon.
There was a few raw line moments. I mean, but I just ignored them anyway because I'm quite an analytical person. I watch a film, but they went down there, and if you notice, they were on this big. They walked from the spaceship for ages and ages and ages, and they had that fight, and he pushed him off the cliff, Cooper off the cliff, and then all of a sudden she took about 2 minutes to fly a spaceship going maximum speed to find him. And he managed to walk back to the spaceship within about the same time.
Yeah.
There's little things like that, but you just ignore that. Because
I think some of the scientific points were a bit bit off as well. I think wasn't there right? There was a spaceship orbiting a planet they went down onto. When he came back to the spaceship, he'd aged about 50 years or something. Well, I don't get the scientific. That was nonsense. He was orbiting the same planet. He wouldn't have aged quicker.
It was about relativity, though. I think if you near a really high gravitational star that's got a really high gravitational output, time moves at a different rate.
But it wouldn't know if it was orbiting the same planet. They'll shoot it to God. No?
It's all about space time.
Wasn't
Einstein's
it
theory.
1 hour to 7 years or something like that?
It was, because they were so close to such a high gravitational dense medium that time moved at a different speed. Yeah.
God, just imagine that.
What made me laugh is on the spaceship they realised what they were getting into, but they still went ahead with it anyway. They said, we'll just do it anyway.
The time lapse thing,
Yeah, and the time lapse was fine. It was based on science, but I think there were little, like John mentioned before, there were little things where you have to roll your eyes and just ignore it. But all films are like that to make the plot a bit more interesting. But it was more of the story about that in the background, but the characters. But the main thing I liked about the film was it didn't do like a Deus Ex. Is it Machina? Deus Ex Machina? Machina, yeah, literally.
However you say it,
yeah.
Machinima.
Some people know Machina, don't they? But it's not
Machina?
Machina.
Machina.
Yeah. Just Ex. So it didn't do that right at the end, because although it left a little bit at the end when they went to that Tesseract, right at the end, they left it a bit open to interpretation. It was more of an answer than I thought I was going to get. I thought they're just going to literally say it's all down to love and all down to this, and that's it.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm really looking forward to hearing what Graeme's views are on it.
I echo what everyone said so far.
Ditto.
As above. The use of the music to build the tension.
You haven't seen it.
No, I haven't seen it. No, summer's a pain for your education.
So, out of 10, what would you rate that? Out of let's theme it. Out of popcorn, is it plain salted toffee or sweet
butter,
spicy,
chocolate?
Be sweet for me.
Ooh.
Sweet.
Why are you touching your penis?
Because I
It's
want
a bit. He's sat next to me.
It's sweet for me.
Out of 10, I would give it a good 7.5, maybe.
Okay. I gave it a 9 in my blog review. Might have been a little bit too, but it kept me awake for 3 hours after a very long night shift. So
I'm in between 7.5 and 8. I must admit.
that's a high.
So 7 3/4 in, John.
Yeah, I'll do.
I'm gonna give it like an 8.7, 8.8, something like that. Maybe not quite a 9, but it was amazing. Probably no. I just give it a 9. I'm giving it a 9. I gave it a 9 in my blog post. So I'm gonna keep it a 9. Dean?
Yeah, I would give it probably 8.5, not quite a 9. There was little things on it that seemed a bit cheesy and a bit beyond belief, like just when his daughter, was it Murphy's daughter, where she's in that library right at the end and she just goes, it's my father. Like, you didn't even know where that came from.
Yeah.
And then the only answer was love transcends all
It was a clever
dimensions.
twist at the end. Though. I
It
did
was,
like
it was. It's
how
more of an
he
emotional
was
film.
in the bookcase.
I'm being a little bit too analytical because it was more of an emotional film. And
Mm.
it did have me welling up now and again when I was watching it. It was very
Did
emotional.
it?
Yeah, it was emotional. It was a good film.
I mean, there was good twists and turns. There was good like outlays of the film and what have you. But I mean, like Dean says there, the reason I'm not giving it like a full blown 8 or higher is because of their moments. Like I say, they found the code, got the coordinates. He's in NASA from his farm. He's next thing you know, he's in a big massive spaceship to try and save the world, and this, that, and the other happens. Them sort of things with the film happen too fast for me.
Yeah.
But apart from that, it was still a really, really good watch. In fact, I'm going to go. No, I'm going to stick to about 7.5. No.
7.5. You're hard to please, you. What would you give Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles just out of interest?
No, I think minus 7.5 to be.
No, I thought you liked it.
No, it was a good. To be honest, it was watchable, but I mean, it's not a patch on Interstellar.
I'm glad you said that. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to do another podcast. I've just noticed Dean's starting to drink the only pint we've got, so we'll get this picture of Graeme. Oh, I just get up.
So what do I have to do here?
You got to just look through it, but I need someone with a light. Have you got a light on your phone?
Yeah.
Shine the light onto the pint.
Shine a light on.
Yeah, I can do it.
Shine a light. I can't get round.
There you go.
I'm coming round. Hang on.
If you're wondering what we're talking
Yeah.
about, by the way, just have a look at the avatars at the bottom of this podcast. There's a few
Well, it'll
pictures
be on the
there.
blog.
Did you all have like some crusty head on?
No, there's no. You'll have nice hair.
Do I not just lift it up? Is that
You
easier?
could do that. You could do that. Shine the light on it. Like, I think you have to shine it like towards. Oh God, hang on. I've just come out of the camera. Hang on, let's have a look.
You come on your camera.
Oh, that's
good.
starting to. Oh, that's looking good. Hang on, just focus.
He's
it.
not even pulling a face.
Hang on, let
Can
me
I
just get a
act
few because the light's not great. I don't think.
I think that.
Yeah, that should do it. I think. Maybe just move the. How does it look like? No, it doesn't work, does it?
You won't believe the amount of effort that's going into taking a freaking photo
Well,
of a
that'll
pint
do.
glass.
That'll do. I'll like Instagram effects it or something. It's just-
This is my phone.
That's my pint.
You can pass
Enjoy
that phone
it.
back
Enjoy
in your
that
mouth.
pint, Dean, because it's his birthday
It
today.
is. It is. I'm off work, so I can drink on a Sunday.
Happy birthday,
Thank
Dean.
goodness.
What you want off work? This is Monday afternoon.
We had a few drinks yesterday, and Dean turns up with a birthday boy badge on, and I'm like, it's not his birthday. He's not. He's just taking the piss. It's not his birthday. Which I was right. It wasn't your birthday.
No, but it was getting close to it.
Well, he's one of the only people who I know who doesn't have his birthday, his date of birth on Facebook. I rely on that. Do you know what I mean? But it's his birthday today, apparently.
I'm so old I don't know how to use Facebook. I'm sure it's in there, but it's probably some privacy
not.
setting I've set.
No.
I thought you had to put your date of birth in when you sign up, don't you? Don't you?
I don't know.
No.
I've just done a thing about.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, maybe you do, but I think you can hide it, can't you?
Yeah.
Like your privacy settings. I've just been doing an essay on privacy and stuff. And you know, like if you go on Amazon and you buy in certain shirts, or you're looking at radios or something daft like that, and then you go on Facebook and in the adverts at the side, it's everything you've been looking at on Amazon and stuff. Have you never noticed that?
Yes.
It's kind of like, it's a little bit daunting. It's a bit like, do you know what I mean? How much else can they see of this? You know what I mean? Like, it's not harmful, that, but it does make you worried. Like,
Well, it does make you think of what else can they say? Yeah, of course it does, yeah.
So I had to do a piece on that, and then touching on, like, there's been a lot of, you know, like Apple and Microsoft and stuff have been saying, look, we need to keep people's information private. The whole Sony hacks and all the information getting leaked. They're the Sony PlayStation one where they got the bank details even and stuff. And there's a lot more come down on the companies now, isn't there? If the privacy gets leaked, I think they get fined millions, possibly billions and stuff. And I think it's going to become a bigger thing because everything's online now, isn't it? And it's
unfortunately, yeah.
There was a couple of stories that I used as an example. There was one where a woman had gone out to like a show and just put on Facebook off to go and see whoever this band was, And then a friend obviously knew they were out, went round and robbed them. The only reason she knew it was a friend was because, like, by fluke, she had CCTV in her house. Like, do you know what I mean? And she was like, I know who that is. How sick's that? Go and rob a friend.
Bloody hell.
But you tell someone you're out, boom, just go around, rob it.
Well, that's it, isn't it? Yeah.
And people are always checking in where they are. It's like, you just go and take
What you
all
should
the
do is, because you can check yourself in somewhere that you're not actually at.
and then wait for them.
And just wait for them. Wait for them.
That could be quite boring though, I think.
Yeah, but
you sat there, no one will ever come.
You see which of your friends who wouldn't rob you.
Well, I left my car keys, didn't I, in the front door the other night?
Yeah, I've done that before.
My house and car keys hanging in the front door. For anyone who's walking past, could have just took it out, just drove my car away, and still no one stole that piece of shit.
You want someone to steal it, don't you?
I mean, I wouldn't mind the insurance payout.
Are we winding down this now? So can I do my game? Can I do my competition?
Oh, of course, yeah.
It's not a game, it's a competition, as we have a prize.
Right, well, right.
Right, okay, I'll carry on then.
I'm excited.
So basically what I've done is, I thought I'd pull a quote from a film, and anybody who gets the name of the film, the actor, and the name of the character goes into at the end of the 2 weeks, by which point we'll post the name on the next podcast. Get in touch with us, we'll send the prize out. Yeah, bish bash bash, job's done. Yeah?
Okay, yeah.
So, no clues, no interest. Nobody here but me knows this. So, this week's competition quote is: "There are still faint glimmers of civilization left in this barbaric slaughterhouse that was once known as humanity." Say it again. There are still faint glimmers of civilization left in this barbaric slaughterhouse that was once known as humanity. There's some puzzled faces here.
The beginning of that quote rings a bell.
Mm-hmm.
You can't say anything.
You can't say anything now because obviously it's competition. It's
John just comes out with the answer.
I'm going to say I haven't got a clue.
No, that's not a surprise.
No, this isn't a
So,
something does Dallas. So
just
you
to clarify, what that's from, what film that's from.
what film it's from,
Character's name and the actor's name.
and the actor's name.
Right. Any ideas, Dean?
I could make a guess. Something's come to my mind, but
Okay, we'll do that
can't say
after the
anything.
podcast. Simon, the guru, should know this. @_media on Twitter. You can tweet directly to us.
Yeah, direct message. Direct message.
Or email popcornography@hotmail.com.
There you go. And then we'll take all the entries we've got and pull a winner at random.
Yeah, there you go. Don't even know what the prize is. You're not
I'm
going to tell us.
excited.
You're not going to
No,
tell
I'm
us
not
the
going
prize.
to. I will reveal it to the same time I reveal it to the rest of the listeners.
Alright.
And the winner, who will obviously be getting notified, and then we will get in touch to get that prize out to you. 2 weeks.
Very good. Good. Okay. Well, we'll wrap it up. We'll go and celebrate Dean's birthday
With a frozen
with
lipstick.
with half a pint of lager that's left.
And a frozen chapstick.
I'm so
Fresh
lucky.
from Orna's ear.
Frozen.
Frozen.
It's not actually
No,
frozen.
it's not actually frozen. It's
I was
from
like, why have we
frozen.
got a frozen lager?
I just freeze it for the crack. Chap lips. I've seen how Dumb and Dumber where he licks a ski lift.
So, you're going to say goodbye, John?
Yeah, good night and goodbye.
Goodbye, John. Dean?
Goodbye. 1 year older.
Happy birthday, Dean.
Thank you.
Happy birthday, Dean.
Thank you.
Goodbye. Good luck. Farewell. To Radion.
Live long and prosper. As a little,
Oh yeah, he dies.
send like a little message to.
Yeah. Respect.
Right, so we'll see you in 2 weeks' time, probably.
Ish.
Yeah, whenever we want to do it, really.
Yeah.
Maybe before.
We can only
If
cope
you're really
so
lucky.
we can only cope with so much for John.
Yeah, we have to have these 2 week breaks. Just to.
Bye.
Yeah.